Hi everyone, I just thought I'd do a journal flip for you. This is, I think I've been waiting to do this for a little while, but I've just haven't had time. So I thought I'd give it a go today because I really want to share this with you. I know I've posted pages of this, but I think it looks slightly different when you look at it from a book. So that's the side view of the 200-day journal. I initially started this when I saw the challenge put up by Dawn on Instagram, the journaling enthusiast. This is what the 59 days of 200-day journal looks like. So, as you can see, the book in itself I decided this on a whim because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And I'd never done this before, so it was like a learning experience for me. But this book was pretty much like this because I initially bought it to sketch in it like this, and I only had that laying around, so I decided to use this. But it's been a learning curve because it hasn't really worked out for me. So this is the front page. I always like to do a cover on my journal. As you can see, all I've done is just stick cardstock in there. Here I have just some tracing paper that I've created at the bottom to create a tuck spot, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so I did the title page, started on the 5th of the 8th. I absolutely love sectioning off months because it's just, I don't know, I just like it. So these calendars are available on Pinterest. They're dated back to 1920s. So all I want is the word August. Doesn't matter about how the formation of the dates fall. I think they're just lovely to just, section off months. So our first prompt was, who do you think you are? What a challenging prompt. I think probably the hardest one out of all of it so far, because self-reflection is quite hard, I think. As you can see, I haven't written very much. The image is Art Nouveau. I love all those Art Nouveau images. I do all my stamps myself if I can. The second prompt was, why is life so hard? So all I've done is stuck things on and create tags. I had a page of a map which I turned into a pocket and stuck this down with a washi tape. A lot of people ask me how I stick things. I use a sticky tape like this most of the time because you can't see it when you stick it down, as you can see here. Or I will use a double-sided sticky tape, which is brilliant. Apart from that, the other item that I use mostly is just glue. So the third one is, what's your favourite summertime food memory? I decided to just do some stuff that I used to remember when I used to be back in Nepal. Now, another thing I want to tell you guys was this book in itself had 200 pages, and my idea was I'll do a page each day for each prompt, but I didn't realise I was going to stick so many things in and add so many tip-ins to create it so that the book doesn't even shut. So I've had to pull a lot of pages out at the back, and towards the back, instead of doing one spread each, I've started to do 2 spreads so I could use some of the pages up. So that was the second prompt, or third prompt, sorry. This one was fortune cookies. So created a flap. And I'm also a lover of doodles. I just love it. It's a great way to fill up space, and I like full pages. So that one is life, liberty and pursuit of, I suppose, happiness. That's where I've written. So I also, like I said to you guys, I use a lot of images from Art Nouveau, Art Deco, because they just offer such beautiful illustrations and, I don't know, just sketchings, I suppose. So I created like a pamphlet with this. I created a tag. I stuck some stuff at the back and just made a pocket just so it slips in here. So this was a envelope which I made out of a template that I pulled apart. The prompt here was 10 things I would have done differently. There would be more than 10 things. And this is where I've just created another pocket with some print. In here, I've just a flashcard. Very little is needed to make me happy. It is all within yourself in a way, and in your way of thinking. And I really like that quote, so I put that in as well. So also some of the images that I find I look for is image with a lot of blank space, because that gives you an opportunity to write in it. If you don't know what to do very much, I just stuck that on, created a little kind of a pocket to stick that tag in, because I love my word of the day, and I just wrote on there. This prompt was Joker, so got a card of Joker. There's a lot of flaps, wow, and I think I also used a little card that my daughter destroyed just to put that in. So, well, look at that, it's not sitting down properly, guys. This one is I created a pocket because I'm still learning. It was the prompt. Created word of the day. A big card. So I put cardstock at the back, and I just wrote over the print because you can still see it. It's still legible. Just tucks in there, and then I love this quote from Plato: "Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow." Really like that. Okay. As you can see, guys, this book is not perfect, it's falling apart. So I've just used a retail tag to do word of the day there, and I will stick this down with double-sided tape later. I've written there. There's a lot of old painting that you can find on Pinterest which is not copyrighted, which you could use, and I think dwell on dreams and forget to live. I think for me it was time associated, so that was the reason for me picking that. So that goes in there, and we'll just hold it down. Okay. Here I think I just did a washi tape to section off the 2 pages. That was another one of the prompts. I'm not afraid of. So, and I just wrote on the ends. That's created quite a bit of thickness in the book, the button. Maybe I should have picked a smaller one. Like I said, it's been a learning experience. So that's the other one. A few months ago, created I think I've done a double kind of thickness of this pocket, corner pocket. These are just some botanicals I've printed out. Word of the day. This is a stamp which I've enlarged. I've just written on the back. And that just tucks in there. This one was An Artist Lives Here. So I have used this illustration. I think this is a Dutch illustration. It's dated quite well back, so no copyright. Wrote about it. On the other side I have the word of the day, just tucks in there. And I like the door because I suppose just reference to someone living there. Whenever I have spaces I want to fill, I often do lines. Okay. That one, that was a stencil I did a long time ago, which this is the residue on the back of the stencil, which I just wanted to get rid of. And for some reason I kept the page, and first thing I did was glue the whole thing between the two pages. You can see it's on the back of this as well. And so I thought, oh, I really like that. It contrasted quite well with the reds in here to that, and just gave it a nice balance. So unlike most people, and just wrote a little bit about that. Word of the day. And then at the back of this, obviously, is the next prompt, which is 15 quotable quotes. So I've just done that. These are some of the cards I've created. And these cards, guys, are from AliExpress. I love these. They're like postcards, and they give you a substrate to write on. If you want to cover it, write over it. I would just write over the print as well. I'm a big lover of illustrated manuscript dating back to 1800s. It just got beautiful, beautiful sketch stuff and background. This, I think, was a socket or socks that I bought, which was, and I like the curves. So it looked like this, and it's got a gloss finish. So I used the gloss side for the word of the day. And I covered the back and stuck this paper down just so it's easier to write, and that's what that tag is. Fun in the sun. Great little prompt. Always fun in the sun. It reminds me of children, you know, happy days playing. So this is from Ry Kramer. She used to be a Dutch children's illustrator. And I just did a little book just to kind of associate it with children, I suppose. That's also her illustration. Right on the back of that, created a belly band to hold the cards down. And for me, because I live in Australia, in Sydney especially, we have Bondi Beach. So it's an iconic place, and I've used that for surf, sun and sand.